Hi there, welcome to Carcassonne with Utze. Today with the Asian Cup semifinals. First up, we are having Japan versus Taiwan, and in an hour, Thailand versus Hong Kong. My co-host for today will be GluVia, but he's running a bit late. He'll be on in a few minutes. For now, let's focus on the match at hand. Up top, you see all the ELO ratings, the matches won and lost. Table 3, that's non 0604 versus 0607. Coincidence of screen names will be covered by Nalaheim. I'll focus on AT versus HotlyHotly. And as is usually the case, I'll cover other duels if we have a break or delay or something else. So I would expect Japan to quite easily win this match up, especially on table 5. This should be easy peasy for should. Tables 1, 2, and 4, I'd say, are the ones Taiwan would need to win to get the spot in the finals, but we'll see about that. So let's check. Oh, they have already started and it's just a minute past. Well, let's go. So I guess by now you know the drill. All other tables in the corners, and today it's Taiwan with the blue meeples, and all Japanese players are playing yellow. And oh, I forgot something. Okay, here we go. Quick start, both scored. Small cities, slightly obstructed road for yellow in this case. Still 2 pieces out there. Where is the box? Yeah, great. As is usually the case, something isn't working right, but I guess I'll manage. Interesting attack by yellow, and it's fruitful because he just draws one of the 7 perfect pieces to resolve this situation in their favor. Whereas blue's obstruction over here didn't work out, but blue now secures a field. Quite likely it would behoove yellow to place a farmer here with this straight right now, like this. Oh, I see GluVia is online. I just don't hear him.
Hello, hello.
Can you hear me, G?
I can hear you, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Looks like you can hear me, but I can't hear you.
Oh.
Although the levels are fine.
How about now?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's up there now. Well, I guess we'll figure this out. For now, let's focus on the game for a few secs. Looks pretty even right now. Yellow with the road construction over here, quite likely will place a farmer once they get a curve. Okay, now let's check if I can get Gluvia's sound to work. Could you talk a bit?
Yeah, for sure. Can you hear me now?
Okay, that's interesting. So the levels are fine, and I guess he should be fine on video. I just don't hear him. Not sure why.
Well, I can give us a commentary then while the technical difficulties are happening. Yeah, we'll start the city with the giraffe's neck in an interesting position. I guess it's really the only place you could start a city.
Yeah, now I hear you.
Oh, hello.
Hi. Just the damn echo again.
Oh, sorry for the delay. I'm finally here.
No, no problem. Just have to figure out the echo.
Yeah, I can talk about the game a bit. Who scores some quick points? Yellow continues to develop their city. Blue scores themselves a nice 9-point field up top. And also there is an 8-point CP up for grabs right in the middle of the board. Through a right-facing dagger, which would also explain blues. Oh, no one's field actually. There is a 6-point field in the middle, which neither player has. Yellow is looking to draw a curve, complete their loop route, and certainly meeple that field. In the meantime, they get a Dorito to expand their city. And the first monastery of the game goes to blue.
Yeah, I guess we could continue this way. You're just commentating and I'm just drawing.
That's fine by me, but jump in anytime. It's your stream.
Yeah, sure.
In the meantime, yellow closes their city. Blue is probably considering to farm here. Oh, they decide against it. I think they could have done it actually. Let's. No, because then you kind of need the dagger to justify it, but still, I think either player getting the dagger, they most likely will get the 8-point city, even if yellow does it.
Yeah, the problem is
yeah.
If you just close this city and haven't meepled either here or there beforehand, your opponent will take the 9-point field.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see about that. So I guess I fixed
that's why
the
I like
echo.
blue. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I liked blue getting the field. They are just anticipating that eventually 8-point city going to someone.
Yeah, especially with 3 meeples in hand. Really no problem to place one there in anticipation. And there are, let's do this the right way, 2 ways to connect these separate fields into one. So this will merge quite likely, unless there's only one starting tile left. But then this might merge this way.
Yeah. But in the meantime, blue actually got to meeple that field first, comparing to yellow getting a curve. But interestingly enough, yellow actually got a curve a few moves ago, and they decided to annoy blue's ring road instead of going straight for their own ring road and meepling the field, which I really didn't like.
Yep, I didn't get it either because meepling this field was
the field.
crucial.
Yeah, I completely agree. Now they have no meeples on the field. Blue is already controlling basically all the fields in the game.
Yeah, and blue gets
they even got the flip for the daggers, so now they hold on the field in the middle is big. The 9-point field at top is not easily attackable. You'll just get some compensation, standing the road and merging the fields.
There's a large road here, and
that's waiting for someone to get something.
Yeah. I mean, yellow has 4 meeples in hand. There's still a chance to attack the field. And with 15 points behind and the field worth exactly 15 points, yellow might even be forced to attack this field. Maybe they could use their meeples for monasteries instead. At the bottom there is another field which looks nice for monasteries. Let's see what they do. Yep, they go this route, and then maybe later on at least tie the top field for 9 points. This could work out for them without fighting for the middle field.
Yeah, I think the middle field is very tough to fight for it. There aren't many entries. There are the one you mentioned, through that Dorito, maybe another one while completing that diamond-shaped city, but I think it's easier for yellow to and outside curves. But I think for yellow it's easier to
and road monastery as well, or road monasteries as well. But I guess they won't try this route. Instead, hope to close this city soon. Let's check.
Yeah, and I think you are spot on when you say the yellow. You tie the top field for 9 points, and if they get enough monasteries, they do have the meeples to play for that. There are a bunch of good monastery spots on the bottom, maybe even capping off with a farmer to try to play counter fields while building monasteries. So yellow can still do stuff. I just think the middle field is a bit out of reach, so they need to play around that.
Yeah, but problem for yellow is there aren't really that many regular Doritos left. Just one, if I'm not mistaken, and both splitters are already gone as well. So they have to waste more or less a good monastery there to protect the 50-50. In this case, I might not have even used it there because this is at 4 points. The last remaining Dorito comes with a shield. No, with a shield. Okay, then it's different.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. It's still just 5 points and a meeple back. So
yeah.
Not sure it's necessary.
The monastery is the way you get points, right? So if you're spending it to maybe get a 50-50 later on in the game, I don't know. It doesn't feel good. And the tile draw is funny because there were no blocking tiles for soft rule actually. We drew a monastery and then a city cap, so they couldn't even block it at yellow. Just gone for monastery points ignoring their own city. which I think was correct in this scenario. Interestingly enough, blue played their last meeple on the city. Up top, probably waiting for one of the crossroads, but yellow is also drawing them. And they are also needing over triangle. Blue does get a meeple back to the monastery.
Yeah, blue draws all the juicy monasteries yellow needs. And now yellow quite likely has to attack the city to prevent losing the game outright with a blue Dorito draw. No, they go for the block.
Yeah, if they are banking on getting a Dorito, might just as well bank it all on getting that Dorito. It's true there is still triple city remaining. I see one of them two played, so
Yep.
But that's not an immediate completion, so yellow can still do something about it, and blue actually draws the triple city.
So yellow now,
They don't even
instead
bother.
of doing that, could have just attacked the city again and then hoped to get another triple city and a Dorito, although there is there's still a road Dorito left.
Yeah, and one triple city.
Yeah.
But I still they still had to go for it. I mean, I don't think they can afford to let blue close that city. But yellow is catching up on the points. That's something.
There's still a left-handed dagger left. So even if yellow were to block now, like this, actually. Damn it. Like this. There would still be one piece left. And if both would get their pieces, yellow's meeple would connect to the farm, and then they might be able to attack the field again up top. Could become interesting.
That's a consideration. Yellow could also go for the crossroad play, like you said, and farm immediately.
Yeah, that's a nice idea.
Just putting on the threat if you complete your city, I can buy your 15-point field, and then at least I have some compensation. Yellow does have the meeples to go for it, I mean. But they instead go for 3 points and prepare an evil hamster. So that's their idea.
We'll see about that.
We'll see about that. That could backfire.
Yeah, and there's still a regular. No, there's no vanilla cap left for this square, and the vertical splitters are gone as well. So there is only the dagger left to close this city. So we have 1, 2, 3 50-50s here. The first one goes to yellow.
Just gets it first. Yeah, considering there is only the dagger left, and going for the attempt of block with the crossroads wasn't that good, unless of course he wanted to meeple the field. But I don't know if yellow was that far behind that they needed to go for the evil hamster. But I suppose if blue closes their city, yellow would be that far behind, so. But then again, if yellow, I'm not sure how I feel about the evil hamster. It's a tough call to make.
Yeah. But I guess
it's worked out.
Why not?
That's a move.
Yeah, 3 points. If there are no caps left, that's totally okay.
Yeah, it works out the evil hamster after all, because yellow drew the Also drew the one flip for the dagger.
Yeah, so after all, yellow didn't fight for either of these fields and wins the game nonetheless.
Yeah, the bonus 3 points were good enough for yellow.
Yeah. 18 points, 6 equals 24, which is more than the 15 points difference back then. So nice comeback from yellow here. Of course, dodged this bullet here. Actually, let's wait if the score is correct. But it looks like it.
Yep. 6 point difference.
Yep. Okay. Anything else that's reasonably close to the end? 10, 11 tiles to go. Well, then let's just check if these two are taking a break or just starting their next game already. It looks like they don't wait.
Have to see it.
So here we go, second game, and on table 2, YguruguruY won their first game versus sakurakim. So 2 games down, and Japan is in the lead as expected. Quick start here, small city for yellow. Yeah, that's how you do it. Just go for the monastery. Don't chicken out.
Yeah, that was the only move. They
No,
could have got
no.
but oh yeah, there was a symmetric move, of course. Completely different.
Yeah, completely different.
Completely different.
Prime case for topkakasona.com.
Yeah, it would be funny to see a not 50-50 split to see if players have some tendency to play on the right and the left. I think
Yeah,
I
I
have
guess
tendency to play on the right, actually. If the start of the game, if I get the curve as first player, I always play on the right, so
okay. I guess it's a
not sure
bit
why.
of a cultural
That's why then.
preference, also like driving on the left or right side, because what was it?
Maybe.
Left is evil or something in Europe, at least. I don't know. Can't remember. Okay, this looks wonky as hell for blue, and if this goes south, the game quite likely, and with it, the duel will go south for HotlyHotly. So we have to secure here.
Okay, not
Why
meepling
don't we
that
meeple that?
is a bit. It's no.
That's
No,
way too cautious, actually.
yeah, it's the beginning of the game. You already have your cities semi-secured. Man, you can meeple a city with a shield and all. And now you're just meepling with extra steps, so we could have done it earlier. Oh no, yeah, it's a very evil move. Yeah, that's very evil.
Yeah.
That's extremely good.
Meepling,
extremely good.
if you meeple the road, it's extremely good. If you don't,
exactly.
it's not.
yeah, that's a good thing to point out. It's extremely good if you meeple the road. No, blue have a lot of trouble completing their cities, but actually this triple city is quite handy. It fits perfectly there. I say it even fits better than any triple city, because now you can use the Ritus quite well.
Yeah. I'll leave the commentating to you for a minute and check out why my script isn't working as it should.
No problem. Yellow stacks their monasteries as they should, and blue gets their dagger. Relatively early in the game, they go for the field, which they probably have to counter two monasteries, but the problem for blue is that they are not going to have the meeple advantage, quite likely due to the fact they have two meeples tangled up in the city. But yellow does have some monasteries, and there is a spot if blue blocks it. They can tangle up two monastery meeples and one city meeple to one of his own city guys. So, as blue, I like this move, putting some pressure on that square. Yeah, was trying to develop their monasteries, shrinking the field a bit while not easing blue's job of either merging or blocking that critical square shared by both monasteries. Big points for yellow. We'll get a triple city. Yellow grabs the open cap. Blue is getting dangerously close to closing their big city. 2 Doritos away from doing so. Yellow will attempt to block it. They can't really justify merging it, so they. It's a very nice move. Putting pressure on both city squares while also getting a monastery point, rather a monastery meeple online. Blue continues their city. Yellow closes their own.
Meanwhile, Ezitakuto won his first game versus imlisatzeng, and 067 for Taiwan won versus non-0604 from Japan. So 3-1 in Japan's favor. And table 5 should eke out a 74-70 versus Thunder Knight. So Japan ahead 4-1 right now.
In the meantime, blue is getting very, very, very close to closing their city.
So close, they might even decide to self-block. This could actually be interesting. I guess they won't, but
there are all Doritos. All left facing Doritos are still in the game, so they could attempt to self-block, but they don't go for it. They
yeah,
instead
because
play.
all three daggers were still available,
Yeah.
but the
Not all vanillas. Actually, only one.
vanillas and splitters and tubes, well, 3 then in this case, so it would have been
Yeah, they could
iffy
have gone
either
for
way.
it.
But now they actually need a city piece from the top.
Ooh.
And now it's dead.
Ooh, and they... Yeah.
Or will be
That's
dead.
very unfortunate. Very unfortunate for blue. Could have they could have gone for the dagger move. Considering the amount of vanilla caps used, it was quite good. Well, they still have a massive ruin. But the problem is going to be to defend the field, having two meeples tied up in a ruin to on one of the monastery, plus your road, which is very precariously looking. Lots of daggers have been drawn. Only 3 remain, the quadruple, a regular, and one with the city cap. And the situation with the monasteries is yet to be resolved. So if blue gets a tile to do something about that, they
Blue
can still be
needs
back in this.
Blue needs road Dorito. And then the last remaining cow.
Yeah. Or even they could think about just blocking it, but they do get the Dorito.
Yeah, interesting choice now.
And they go for the other. They want to close their seal.
I don't really like that move.
I could have seen why, but they had to do something about the tangle up meeples because now we all just got out of it.
Yeah, the move is
back for one of Bull.
The move as is
there.
is definitely okay, but not in a situation where you are 20 points behind. It's just too timid. It's not aggressive enough.
Yeah, and
blocking doesn't get you points.
They got the cow right away.
Yeah, deserved punishment.
Yeah, it's tough to see. And now it's very difficult for Bull. Yeah, it's up to meeples. Up by almost 20 points. They can fight for the field. They can just build up monasteries. They can do so much. At least Bull gets their road meeple back. They need that meeple in hand. What would be the out for Bull? There are not very two monasteries still remaining, but not great spots to use them. The field is 12 points. Suppose if Bull could grow the field and then winning at the end, could be a way back into the game. But even so, the field does. Yeah, the field doesn't look great for expansion. It really can't expand much. Maybe with the curve and the straight line at the bottom, they can grow a bit. But if I'm yellow, I could just make all the 6-point field. And then what? Because right now, yellow is ahead. Who still controls the fields?
Yeah, it might be a bit early to call it, but I don't see a way for blue, even with a meeple surplus. I mean, closing this one, meepling over here, unifying, it only scores you roughly 10 points, 12 points. Doesn't really matter.
And yellow can just ignore the field. They are massively ahead. They can just outscore blue. Unless blue can create some big scoring opportunities, which they try to do. They grab a 5-point road, hoping to close it. Yellow does get the last triple city with the roads, which is gonna give them lots of points if they choose to meeple the road and expand their city. I mean, they should always play in the city. They threaten their closure. There are still some Doritos left. Not that many, actually.
Yeah, and
oh, they don't even go for it.
Yeah, they just blocked the hamster spot, not giving blue any hope of scoring quick 7, 8, 9 points.
They also hinder blue's road as well.
Yep.
So that's a very nice catch. And it's very fair to place like that because there aren't many Doritos left, so the city most likely would have big goals with caps. And once again, Yellow doesn't need a city to win.
Yeah, one Dorito actually, and no splitter.
Yeah. They just need to make sure Blue doesn't score a lot, so blocking the monastery spot is in fact very good.
Yeah. In the end, it's all about scoring. We started 18 Athia, so 1 point more than your opponent, and this move here should really help them accomplish this goal. In the end, it's a zero-sum game. Just prevent your opponent from scoring sometimes is better than scoring these 7 points here on the side. Blue attacks the farm. We'll see about that.
Yellow gets a monastery. They probably just meeple next to their own monastery. And even they could expand their farmer to the left instead of to the right, just getting 3 extra points instead of going for the big field. So playing the monastery stacked and then getting a curve or another monastery and just scoring points that way. And now we see why the triple city play was very impactful. Not only they blocked the monastery spot, but also prevented Blue from getting a meeple back from the roads. How could Blue win this?
Do you actually believe there's a chance for Blue to still win this?
No, not really. Many points, I think.
Yeah, 20 points. It's
Even if Blue
no
joins
dice.
Yellow's left field and then somehow wins it all, it's not enough. Yeah, 20 points behind. And Yellow still has a meeple at hand, so we'll see what Blue attempts to do. Yellow could misplay. It's conceivable.
Yeah, they could
Not
just do
very
nothing
likely.
at all.
Yeah, but Yellow knows how to play, so they won't misplay that badly.
Even placed the vanilla here and not there just to prevent. Oh, actually, it didn't prevent anything.
Oh, Blue Farms.
Yeah, sure, klar.
Back,
You
yeah,
have
why not?
you have to farm and then score with your 8th meeple.
With no meeples, yeah.
That's a pity. Yeah. I guess yellow counts again, although I would think that the Japanese player knows the score, knows they are ahead by quite a lot, and could do anything they want right now and wouldn't lose the game. So this will be the first dual win for Japan. And then let's figure out which. Yeah. Precision.
So I still the ends.
Yep. Nice one. So just blocked
the completion of the scene.
these points, but it actually doesn't even matter
much.
because
No, it
both
doesn't
would have
matter.
scored the 3 points. Okay, so this is the first duel win for Japan. And table 5 looks to be close and could be the second win for Japan. Let's see.
Once again, this pool has a big city, which is blocked.
Yep, this one here. But blue
does have control of the field. It's a very nice field.
Actually, it's 2 fields right now.
Yeah, it's not
this
showing.
One and this one. So if yellow manages to get one of the 2 remaining monasteries, this will be quite devastating for blue. And they don't opt to restrict this spot here.
Yeah, I would think they would restrict it.
Come again?
Yeah, I would think they would have restricted it. It also drops a cap on their field, so but instead they grab the city and
like this, for example.
And yellow dropped the farmer. I suppose they have a surplus of meeples, so
Yep.
Yep.
And blue thinks they can do anything or can do things better than 4 points. I'm not sure. That's a wise choice.
Yeah, I didn't see any danger in meeple on the monastery there. There are not that many big features. I suppose there are some 4-point roads, but 4-point monastery is always strictly better.
Especially because you really can't score quick points with the curve. So they missed out on 6 points. And right now the game is tied. So not meepling the monastery there would be blue's downfall. Okay, 3 points.
Wow. They don't defend the merger of the fields.
Yep.
That's absolutely a massive. That's a blunder. That's a game losing mistake.
Yep, definitely.
You would have gotten what 6 points instead of 7. And
Yeah,
blue
this
have
is a
gotten
13-point
the same
move.
amount of points. Yeah, plus those 13 points.
So 13 instead of 6. It would have been a tie, and a tie would have gone to shoot anyway. So
yeah,
in
but
the end,
not meeple the previous monastery, which would have been blue had everything to win. All the tools were there.
yep. This here was the crucial mistake. I guess this one was just a follow-up, which in the end didn't really matter. Table 2. And let's check the clock. Okay. Still roughly 20 minutes before Thailand and Hong Kong will start.
What we have here?
Definitely a juicy field in the middle, worth 15 points. But is there still an option to attack?
Yeah.
Let's figure out. The problem is I have to count.
There are still entries to the field. There is the one you circled above. There is also with this tile on the right through a curvy tile.
There's also one here.
Yeah, through a curve, and that looks nice if there are no crossroads, which there are not. The crossroads are out. There is also a yellow sitting at the bottom. I am not sure if there is still a dagger to close it. I only see two played on the board, so where is the third?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. There's no chance to bother yellow anyway, so
Yeah, that's true.
go for the attack. Either this one or this one depends on other pieces. This one here seems to be quite likely. You need to draw the dagger anyway, and you could connect with the dagger. Whereas over here, there might be an option to block this one. If I'm not mistaken, there should be a regular Dorito left. Plus the dagger.
I don't think it's a regular Dorito. I see them.
It's not. All 5 are on the board. You're right.
He's not a splitter either. Maybe. No, not that.
Crossroad? No.
No, I counted them before. I feel like it should be a curve. I don't see that many curvy tiles played.
Oh, let's count. So there's one curve left.
Yeah, it felt that way.
But then...
Yeah, but that is always blockable.
If you attack here, the curve blocks.
So you go for the other options, which you pointed out, but not there, the other side of because it also works. The one, number one.
The one, yeah, it would work with the curve, but it wouldn't work with the dagger. And I think
it does, because
it looks like you need the dagger to win.
No, but look, on the left, you can connect it through a curve on the bottom or through a dagger on the left.
Okay.
The dagger is the one which fits there, right?
So like this?
On the outside, and the dagger is the one that precisely fits there.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but you can connect with the curve and with the dagger anyways. I mean, yeah, true. If they get the curve, they block. But you get the dagger. Yeah, you're right. At least you connect, but unless, yeah, I think
so
there was a way out.
+9 for yellow. They will get these 2 additional points for the row. No, they won't. They didn't have a meeple in hand. And then blue wins because the field is at 18 points in the end. So actually, this spot here was perfect. Or was it? Didn't it matter? Did it matter?
Who was ahead prior to the city closing?
Yellow at +9, I think.
Well, then if had yellow drawn the curve, they would have blocked the connection, and blue would not win them because it really couldn't make 9
points. So it was
a
50-50.
It was just a 50-50.
Okay, so Sakurakim was able.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
Did we?
The score was wrong.
One, yeah.
So, but it was correct beforehand, I think, before scoring the city.
Okay.
So Sakurakim tied their duel and forced a decider. Let's check out what Esitakuto and Lisa are doing, and then switch to Yguru and Sakurakim afterwards.
Good. So here, Guru is virtually ahead. There is a blocked city on by yellow in the middle. There is a maybe completable with Doritos on the right city for yellow. Another kind of blocked city by yellow. But there is a field on the bottom right, which is shared, and both players are attempting to attack on it. The problem for yellow is blue has 3 meeples at hands, and yellow has only 1. 12 tiles remain. Not looking great for yellow, honestly.
Not really. Although the good news is these squares are dead because all right-handed daggers are gone. So blue won't take over this 15-point field.
That's something. That probably is neither really yellow. There are still Road Monastery. Not sure if any player can attempt the
Then
side of
blue,
yeah, blue could still connect actually with the Road Monastery. They don't seem to be playing for it, just minimizing variance, preventing yellow from getting that city points.
actually, yellow isn't even controlling the field.
Yeah, it's shared.
Totally missed that this connection isn't there. And
I mean, yellow kind of needed to score points with that tile.
why?
They're behind. That doesn't do anything reasonable, meaningful.
I mean, in this case, you could even opt to connect here and then hope to be the first one to be able to take over the 18-point field. It's actually 6
Or leave it
cities.
open and hope for blue to connect, and then you take advantage of blue's mistake, which is the
Yeah.
better way to play. Yeah, yellow should have just grabbed points somewhere. Or maybe attacked with a curve or something. Not. They actually got the curve. They
Yeah,
could have done an
now
outside of curve attack or attacking even now, but they just dumped
they
the tile.
just roll over and die.
Yeah, this is giving up essentially.
Why? I mean, it's 18 points behind, but if you get the last remaining horse, you would score a lot of points. And if you could take over this field, you would score 18 points. And there is or was definitely this straight and the last remaining road monastery to successfully attack here. So I think this giving up was definitely premature.
Yeah, for sure. There's still tiles for yellow to do stuff.
Another curve. Yeah.
We'll just get the the nice expansion tile for the cities, so yellow doesn't get those juicy ruin points, but even if they did, they didn't really prep to take over the field, which they could have. The game goes to blue.
Yeah. If the score is correct, it's 18 points in the end, and that's exactly this field here. Sure, you'd have to deduct these 8 points here, but 5 points, because this also expands blue's field. So would have been closer, definitely.
Yeah, it could have been closer. Yellow could have run the triple city and expanded that city without needing to invest meeples.
Yep.
The giraffe's neck could have been on the ruin, and then once again could have been extended cheaply by just getting the tile, but yellow did not prep any of those moves, even if they had gotten the tile, so I think they gave up a bit too early.
Yeah, and it looks like a pretty close game on table 3, which, if I'm correct, goes to Taiwan by a tie due to being the second player and on time as well. So we are having 3 deciders, and now let's focus on YguruguruY versus sakurakim.
Tough them to say.
Yeah, that's why I prefer to just say Y. It's definitely easier. And after all these games are done, we'll switch to, let's quickly show, Thailand versus Hong Kong. I'd say table 1. I think Otto is covering table 5. Yeah, at least he said so beforehand. But for now, let's check if Taiwan will be able to win 3 deciders versus Japan to secure a spot. No, 2 deciders. I'm sorry, totally missed that 06, 07 won the first game as well. So it's 2-1 Japan right now.
We have a very even game in our hands currently. But I do see the situation in the ruin, which if yellow gets one of the 2 remaining triple cities to the field, they overtake blue's control of the relevant part of the ruin, let's call it.
Yep.
Yeah. So those are a couple of tiles to look out for.
There is also in this field on the right, there's still 2 splitters available to maybe expand this to 9 points. Then again, problem is if you score these 4 points, you put this 9-point field in play more or less.
Yeah, so the ideal would be to just have the field pre-meepled before getting the splitter.
Especially, I guess, if you're yellow because you're slightly ahead and have good chances here, 75%.
I imagine blue is considering that far move, but instead they are playing for the Rooted Monastery, which there are 2 remaining.
No, 1.
Ah, 1. Well, functionally it's the same. It's always a 50-50 before who gets first. But yeah, only 1 remaining.
It
And
actually,
both players are interested in getting it.
for blue, it's 50-50. For yellow, it wouldn't be, but that would be nitpicking.
Oh, yeah, because
I
blue
guess.
started. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's correct. That's very correct.
I just wanted to word it another way. A 50-50 is only a 50-50 in 50% of the cases. Okay, so joking aside, yellow connected to blue's field. So this right now is a shared 9-point field, and there are really no great options for further entry, maybe over here or over here with the monastery. Maybe if there still is a rose out there, like this could work with the curve, but I'm not sure that's worth the hassle for these 9 points. Yeah, looks like it will be pretty important for blue to quickly resolve their road situation on the left and, of course, draw the aforementioned road monastery, which goes to yellow. And this could...
Yeah, this puts yellow very much ahead.
Could be
because
all
we are
she
still
wrote.
expecting yellow to draw the triple city.
Yeah. And if yellow doesn't get one of the cows, then blue will get the cows and won't be able to do much damage with them. So it doesn't really help them even drawing yellow's pieces. Now this here is dead. And with this...
yeah,
hopes are dwindling.
Yeah, and the big problem is if yellow draws the cow, they'll connect, they'll even farm the 3-point field, or expect for the splitter to be played. I would say, while getting the ruin, that is. So yellow has lots of value moves. Blue does have their city on the left, could be closed, could be a farmer, maybe yellow then closes some 6-point field there.
No,
yeah, but yellow draws
that move I don't like. I guess I just would have taken the field now. Hope to draw this one.
Yeah.
And if not, then keep the meeple in hand to then meeple the field over here. Maybe.
Yeah, the field was definitely correct. Because of the caps that went out, it seems that most of them just close the larger city. So why start a new one if the most likely outcome is you're going to finish it? So because you didn't meeple the field, you allowed yellow to complete the field. So the second city was very bad for blue. Not having the meeple to drop on the farm was tough, especially because blue actually got both cow tiles. So yellow did not get control of the ruin, but even then, because yellow closed their city first and dropped the farmer, that could have been the deciding factor.
Yeah,
that
well,
was blue
then
not actually meeple the 9-point field.
It's YguruguruY taking down sakurakim in this decider. And with this, the third duel goes to Japan, which secures their spot in the finals. So the last running game is Esitakuto versus imlisatzeng, and Thailand and Hong Kong have started playing a few minutes ago. are you interested in this specific game / duel, or should we switch to the second semifinal?
Whatever you decide. I'm down to switch.
Okay, then I'd say
Some fresh players.
Could this become interesting with this
This good.
field
This
over
is
here?
quite fun idea for yellow.
It might be an interesting and fun game. So actually, let's stick around a bit.
Okay, that's great.
And
I'm down for it.
check
Ooh,
how this situation up top turns out.
yeah, that spoiler for yellow feels very, very good. Blue is
Yeah.
threatening a big city there.
So let's say this. If yellow manages to connect here and up top, then I'll immediately switch. And if they don't, let's check if Lisa finds a way to mount a comeback in this game. I guess getting the second road monastery would be pretty nice. Although this also would expand the field. And now yellow wisely attacks the field again.
But it seems like blue needs the field somehow.
Yep. And so I guess Easy will win this one. So let's switch to Thailand versus Hong Kong, because one of these farmers will be enough to win this game at +20 already. And also, if you really care about this game, just switch to Otto. He's covering it as well. So
Fair enough.
Let's check what Pakshe is doing, and let's open other games as well.
So, as for Pakshe versus Ernie situation, still early game. Yellow does have a monastery in play. Blue has a bunch of open cities, one of them in a bit of a precarious position, already needing a dagger to be completed. But blue is putting some pressure on yellow city as well. Especially because there were no more gaps with the crossroads, so a curve pointing into the city would have been a complete block. Yellow correctly assesses that and defends to a dagger. All of the daggers are still in play for both types of daggers.
Yeah, and Pakshe already secured the field up top. So upon closing this city, Lu definitely should meeple the field. And Pakshe might even now use,
They do exactly that. It's a bit of
he
an
knows
early
his stuff.
farmer, but he does feel a bit justified. The rest of the board seems very closed. Even that farm is a bit closed off, but it has two cities, most likely at that point in time, 3, maybe 4. There is a monastery, so Yawin's interested in expanding the monastery with potentially city caps.
Quick public service announcement to all players from Thailand or anyone affiliated with Thailand. Please tell Mr. or Mrs. Idinidad to remove me from their block list, else it's really troublesome to cover their games. And it's actually quite annoying. I've asked them to, and I really don't know why they have blocked me, but it sucks. Okay, G, go on. My rant is over.
No, the rant is justified. Please, someone unblock Wise.
I
He's a very nice guy.
always have
He wants to stream the games.
I just have to open a private tab, then it works, but it's still annoying.
Yeah. I haven't found out anyone who has blocked me yet.
Yeah.
I know that
Maybe.
some players are more prone to blocking others, but I've been escaping those.
Yeah, maybe it's because I tend to block a lot of folks, or I did at least years ago. And maybe it's because I tend to block quite aggressively, especially against people I don't know and think are playing a bit too timid to. Let's say I'd rather win 53-46 with 7 meeples blocked than 120-118 or so. And
Yeah,
maybe this results in people blocking me. I don't really know, but
maybe. I'm not sure, yeah, why as well.
just annoying. So, Pakshe.
No,
Hmm.
I mean,
Blue
the
scores.
field hasn't really shown that big of potential. It's still
How
6 points.
how did Blue score this many points?
Um,
Small cities, I guess, plus roads.
plus roads, yeah. Yeah, Blue is virtually, actually ahead. They have a monastery, but they have to meeple it somewhere. Maybe on top of yellows, on the bottom right, just controlling the road, controlling the city. I think that would be my go-to move.
I'd go here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you have the meeple advantage right now, and I don't like this spot. And in this case, you reduce the moves for yellow to snatch this city here, this Dorito.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I like the bottom move because it puts some. It can be expanded quite effortlessly, and I think I have a bias to expanding monasteries by my opponent's work. So two of those squares are yellow's job to fill. If
Yeah.
yellow wants to block our monastery, a third square is yellow's job to fill. So that's more than half of the squares.
Yeah.
Whereas the top,
One argument against the top position would be that, of course, you'd like to place a straight here and
yeah,
try to kill this and limit yellow's field in the process. So
yeah,
you would
that's my
open
main.
it up with your monastery there, though. So you might be right after all.
Yeah, I think my main point against it's just I don't want to put more green spaces on the field.
Yeah.
So, and I would rather have yellow play for me at the bottom. Even if I am blocked, the idea of the bottom monastery is also to block yellow. So, and the monastery is going to outscore the 2 point road. And
Yeah. And
but in the
on that
meantime, yellow
front,
does. Mhm.
Blue already has accomplished a lot by limiting this square to the last remaining regular crossroad.
But in the meantime, yellow does block blue city, which was needing a starting plow, and they deployed their last meeple. Actually, so yellow is currently out of meeples. And they really need city tiles. I mean, four open cities actually.
Yeah, Blue could even use the Dorito very unconventionally just to annoy two cities.
Mm-hmm. There was an idea. I think Blue would have done that. If it was a triple city. I feel like
Yeah, definitely.
triples. It's just one more city's line, but to fill. But it's so impactful.
Yeah, but these moves.
They're building a monastery spot basically. I think they
Yeah,
could be a
but
bit more aggressive in preventing Yellow from doing stuff. Yellow is out of meeple, so just annoy them.
Exactly.
You can play this straight on top of the monastery, annoying the city, putting some other pressure on the monastery square. If blue can make yellow be out of meeples for some time, that's just a big advantage for them. So now that the monastery square is pre-built, they certainly will hinder yellow somewhere on the board.
Yeah, let's see. So this one would be one option. The other one is the one they took.
I would have preferred the first option at top of the monastery. I think it was slightly better. Because to annoy the bottom city, we can kind of wait for our dagger. If you get our dagger, we close the city. We then also have a square to attack the city. Whereas for the top city and the monastery, we need to create those options. But the bottom city is much more impactful than the. Actually, it's not because the top is on the field. So we'll just go for the idea. The idea works. They are attacking the city. I just don't know if I feel great about it. They'll just get their dagger die.
I guess they just deliberate whether they should meeple the road or not, because there are only 4 pieces remaining to close the road immediately, namely 2 horses, the road monastery, and the crossroad they need elsewhere.
Yeah, the tough call to make, because you kind of want to have a meeple at hand if you get a monastery, because you have your own monastery to fill, or even blue spot. Yellow could feasibly take it as well. Oh, but yellow instead, they are playing for the splitter, really? Or they're just trying to put some pressure. I suppose they're doing both. They put some pressure on Blue's city, also playing for the splitter, but Blue immediately gets the splitter, so. Well, but they can't defend that nicely their city. But
they could try.
They could try it. Yeah, they don't want to play this on Yellow's field, that's for sure. They may still be tempted to do it to join Yellow City, but you can't really leave a cap open like that on your opponent's field.
Yeah, but they could dump it on the left, because a lot of city plus road caps are already gone.
Or even they could play it on the left and just have the city cap pointing down and meeple it. There is still one regular Dorito plus. No, there is just a regular Dorito to join. You could still have the option. I mean, if you get the Dorito, you join Yellow City, then you get other Doritos and join everything and you win.
Yep, sure. Even though it. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
But had they gone for my idea, this would not have been that bad. It would have been a bit uncomfortable, but not bad.
Yeah, your idea would have been better. In that case, yellow would have put the quadruple city on the right side, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, the city's not dead yet. Blue just joins and still threatens to do stuff with it. But they don't defend their city. So yellow can just city in the middle, so yeah. Yellow
and
does
put
do
pressure
that.
on the square, but blue immediately
drop a cap on their yeah. Oh, blue doesn't care.
Interesting.
And yellow does get yellow does get a Dorito, so blue knew.
Yeah, but tough call for yellow. Do you try to close your city? Or do you attack, block, whatever, harass blue city?
I think you need to arrest Plus City because there are no more regular Doritos, nor splitters, nor triple cities. So even if you play to complete your city at top with a Dorito, if Blue gets just a curve, they can just completely block it
Yeah,
because
and
there is
moreover,
nothing with. Mhm.
there are still 3 vanillas and 2 vertical splitters to quite easily close this one.
Yeah, so the top one is definitely reserved for gaps. So they hinder Blue City and they don't meeple it, which I think is correct because we just mentioned curve just blocks that city forever. And Yellow is exactly doing what we thought he would do, just building a city up with tiles that require caps to close because the Doritos are not feasible at this point.
They could even do this, but I guess they choose the other orientation, which is easier to close, but also easier to block. Although not really, because if they had turned the Dorito the other way, then even the tube would have blocked this completely because, as you mentioned, all field Doritos and cows are gone. And the splitters as well, I think.
Yeah, everything with 2 or more city sides and fields are gone.
Yeah, got you.
But the score is still close. Yellow slightly ahead on the virtual score, but Blue has an extra meeple at hand. Yellow is thinking about, but they're are probably just going to get their monastery meeple back and meeple a 5-point monastery. Just feels a good move without big drawbacks. But instead prioritize just blocking Blue City. They feel they are ahead and they don't want Blue to complete it.
Yeah,
I think
they
it's
don't.
fair. But
I guess Pakshe didn't want to risk Blue getting any big features.
yeah, but there is still a spot for a regular monastery that's very, very impactful. Either play can get it, so I
and
think
either
Yellow.
player will take it.
Yeah.
At least I hope
So I
so.
think if Yellow just scores a bit more now, they can justify maybe the possibility that Bull gets it. But Yellow is the first one to draw, and they close their own monastery.
Which is an interesting choice. And I guess it's just due to adhering to the principle of at least keeping one meeple in hand always. So on table 2, Eugene C1 versus Gun, and on table 5, Istang 1 versus my personal blocker, Dinidad. So it's 2-0 Hong Kong for now.
In the meantime, Blue does block Yellow City permanently, and they are building a stack of cities at the bottom. There is still the one regular monastery remaining, so the 8-point spot is still up for grabs. Yellow could have grabbed it earlier, but they decided instead to complete their monastery, which I agree. Because having a bit out hand is very nice at this stage of the game, I feel like. And they are actually pre-building a second monastery spot next to their own monastery. Yep, exactly. Which is very, very smart. Because they're doing so with temple, they're building their ruin, they're building their monastery. If they get the monastery, it's very impactful for them and don't have to give Bull anything.
Yeah.
So it does grab a 5-point road, making the evil hamster an actual evil hamster.
Yeah, looks like whoever will draw the monastery should win this game.
The game certainly feels that way.
And the problem is both have only one meeple in hand. Yeah. And no one can take this 6-point field right now because both are hoping for the monastery, of course, and would at least need the one meeple to take it.
Yeah. But Yelp has the advantage of being ahead. So even if Bull gets the monastery, if it is late in the game, it might not matter. So the timing of the monastery is very important as well for Blue. Oh.
And Blue goes for the field.
Yeah, but now if you get the monastery, you don't score it, so... And you can't get any meeples back, right? So...
Exactly.
You just... Yeah, so the game is lost. I don't think Bull can do anything about it. Unless they want to close Yellow City and then...
They just need to draw the monastery. Yeah, now they have lost.
Blue does get the monastery, but they have no meeple.
Yeah. And Yellow has easy 6 points over here. There are still big city tiles, plural. Yeah, actually plural. So 2, which would expand Yellow's city by at least 4 points. And would win Yellow the game.
They're actually tied now. No. Oh, yeah, but Yellow got it. Yep. There were 2 of them, so... And Blue got the monastery. I mean...
Yep. Just wait for the damn monastery. Yeah. Score the 9 points. Take a field or something else, because the game was tied before Blue took this 6-point field here at the bottom. And just because they weren't able to take the 9-point monastery, they did lose the game. Because with the monastery, they would have been at 70 points. Because you not only score these 9 points, but +1 for your other monastery as well. And then they would have just needed to score a few more points somewhere. So I guess being antsy hurt their chances.
Patience.
Yep.
Who did actually get the monastery, but they just had to hold on to their meeple 1-2 turns more. Yep. Longer than they did.
And in the meantime, maybe hope to score a city somewhere, although they could have actually even attacked Yellow City with this one.
Yeah, there were 2 tiles. And they were the first players, so the odds were in their favor after getting the monastery. They just had to have the meeple in hand to meeple it.
Yep. Okay, so Pakshe eked out the win in this duel. Overall, it's 3-2 in Thailand's favor after all 5 duels have their first game played. So Gun lost versus Eugene. I already did mention that. LZ won versus Helic. Charwin won versus CT. And as already mentioned, Istang won versus Idinidad. So let's check. Still on break, these 2. Anyone else close to the end game? No. And
I think they
It
started.
looks bad for East Tang on table 5. 2 dead meeples already. So this game then should go to blue unless yellow pulls off a miracle like running away with this city, for example. So let's check. And here we go again.
First monastery for blue, who also was a starting player. Yellow got themselves a 4-point city. 2 right-facing daggers were drawn to do it. So that city of blue is very dangerous if yellow puts any type of reptile facing into it.
Yeah, that city is definitely an endangered species, and
very much so.
Ah,
maybe blue does something about it.
Come on. I mean, in this case, with 2 daggers gone, I would have gone for the loop road.
And it works. They could have done it. They can still
and
do
here's
it.
the second chance.
Come on.
But in this case, the straight changes the equation. So you actually could go for this move. Whoops.
Yeah,
like
could
this.
Just play it simple.
And
which is fair.
Even in the case where yellow blocks or tries to block, you could counter, and then later on, of course, by winning the 50-50, secure a 5-point road.
Yeah, and since you are already being attacked from one square, just as might add the second one to the equation, it doesn't really change the situation. But they instead start the city.
Yeah, because
which is also fair.
If yellow would block and you happen to draw the dagger, then yellow could block again and kill your monastery and city. And by using the rose on top of your city, you'd at least prevent 2 blocked meeples for now.
Yeah, the top city play was nice in that regard. But blue could also just think, well, if the city is going to be 250-50, I might just well play like as a ruin, which I can expand. Oh, I get the tile. No block
Here
needed.
We go.
But no block needed.
Mark my words.
No,
mark
that's
my
the
words.
problem.
Pakshe will get a straight if blue places.
This is worse, actually.
The dagger
is worse
there.
than Pakshe actually getting a blocking tile. Blue doesn't even bother.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Rightfully so, but now
Although in that
will
case,
be blocked.
They could have used this spot, but I guess they didn't want their small city on the left side to be blocked as well. So long story short, this city is dead.
The city is dead. And it would have been completed if they had played, like you mentioned, just simple. Play the city cap next to the monastery, causing the part of the city, then just see what happens.
Yeah, sometimes I'd say 400 elo point moves are actually with merit, and this, I guess, would have been one of these cases, because I'm not sure if the crossroad was already there, but if so, then the rose would have also pre-built a 4-point road for you. So
the crossroad
I guess
was
I would have
played
used
after,
it up
but
top.
still, yeah, the crossroad was played after the rose, but still, it pre-built a 3-point road for you, which was good anyways.
Yep.
So yeah, blue missed that idea. And because of it, they drew the dagger too early. Funny, drawing the dagger before the block was worse than doing after the block. It's true in most cases, actually. Because yellow didn't even have to use the tile to kind of make the block, and the block was implicitly there because two squares depend on it. Quite interesting position to have so early on.
Yeah, not really though. I mean, there are many permutations where yellow doesn't get a straight, and
it's also very true, but
blue then just gets a starting tile to close this one off and even run away with the road.
yeah, but still it's low odds facing. It could have been. Well, anyway, the game continues.
Exactly. That's exactly the point I would like to make. The game continues, and it's definitely not over for blue. There are still chances. Yep, yellow attacks the city. Why not?
Yeah, Bo will just have to start a new city somewhere. I wouldn't be too worried about the bottom city yet. It's very open. Yellow does get the connect immediately, which is not ideal. No, blue either continues their right city or just place it on the monastery. I can see why they didn't really want to wait for a triple, but it's as a shield.
Not with shielded Dorito. I mean, put pressure on yellow.
Pressure on the square.
Try to equalize the meeple count. In the long run, you are down at least this meeple. The road is
pressure
okay,
was nice,
but
because it was to a dagger which does not exist anymore, as we already mentioned a bit.
Yep, over here, that's the same situation we've talked.
But blue just doesn't want to.
Come on.
Okay, now surely you go to your city. Finally,
yeah.
Finally. This is a move you have to make. You need to equalize the lost meeple count, let's call it.
Yep.
And this is not the block, but still it hinders the city. Oh, that's a field. I don't know if.
Yep,
no, this is problematic.
Moves like this one are exactly why there should have been placed the farmer there.
Let's see why blue didn't want to farm. Maybe they want
you
more
farm
at hand, but
yellow has to connect, has to expand your
to
farm.
Connect. That's true. That's a very good motif. Now blue will have to equalize yellow city. At least I'd like that they killed two cities into one they merged it, so that's at least something. Yeah, that's a must-make move.
Yeah, we've seen a few of those already, so hold your horses.
We call it a must-make move. The players don't necessarily agree.
Yeah, it's a must-make move, but definitely not a no-brainer. Let's see what Ernie will do.
They are deliberating quite a bit.
Yeah, which doesn't go dangerous. Well. I mean,
what else can they do? Just
this
1
option.
point. Oh, or this option.
Or this one, but
but that's not the right dagger type. That there
exactly.
are still
2 remaining.
Yeah, and
plus
there are still
tiles.
2 cities on the opponent's field, and they don't even bother grabbing it. The last meeple is in their fields on 6 points.
I mean, the game is tied virtually right now, and I don't have a good feeling for blue here. I don't see them winning this game. There are too many suboptimal moves already witnessed by us. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to call it now, but there are games where you see someone play and you can't really believe they will be able to win this game. Creating an evil hamster here.
If they feel like they are behind, just do stuff like this. The problem is yellow does have a field, and blue didn't really address it. Oh, but they don't meeple it.
Yeah, they could have, but I guess keeping a second meeple in hand just in case you get the monastery here.
I would have meepled the field, I think, there.
I'm not sure.
I don't think you need two meeples at this point in the game.
Yeah, but if you've seen your opponent doing moves like this here, maybe you don't go for the extra secure move, which would have been, of course, placing a farmer here to run away with this hopefully 12 in the end 15-18 point field.
I would have meepled
now comes the farmer by blue.
Yeah, because blue does this. I mean, it was easy to prevent. And the other point is, yeah, you go down to your last meeple, but your monastery only needs one straight line which blue wants to play. So if you have one meeple, blue might think, I don't want to give them a meeple back. But in that scenario, blue also doesn't get two meeples back. So like I think I would have meepled it.
Yeah.
Meeple the field. I think yellow doesn't need to have two meeples at hand. That's my opinion. Even if you get the road Dorito, just go out of meeples. It's fine. You got the road Dorito.
The road monastery, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. The road Dorito. The road monastery, exactly. You got the road monastery. You'll go out of meeples, but okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it's easy to liberate, and of course, because of the straight you mentioned, there are still abundance of roads out there. 5 should be the count. So yeah, whoa!
Now yellow in this very junky-looking way.
That's a typical Pakshe move.
but they could have done it earlier.
Yeah. Why go the easy route if you can do a special circus move? It's all for the content.
Funny. It's very content shaped move.
Meanwhile, Tang won their second game and with their duel versus Dinidad. So Hong Kong is up 1-0 on the scoreboard. And
yeah, now they go out of meeples.
Gun managed to equalize their duel versus Eugene.
Oh. Blue just gifted the meeple back when yellow went out of meeples.
Yeah, but there are
been a bit more patient. Yeah, but
no, not really. There are still a lot of caps out there, so I think
but using the meeples now. And yellow got the roaded monastery. This would have been devastating.
You are right in this regard, but 1, 2, 3, 4. This was already the 5th straight, so only 3 left.
3 is a lot.
A lot, yeah, but when will you hit the next straight is the question. And
hopefully at the point in which yellow had a meeple at hand already, so
yeah, but if yellow closes their city then on their next turn and you don't get a straight, then it's 1 meeple for both of them. So
yeah, but I can see what you're saying, but
you wouldn't have done it.
That finger.
You wouldn't have done it, right?
No.
You would have just waited for the next rate. Okay,
Or waited for
on
Yellow to
table
get the
3.
meeple back on their own.
Yeah, on table 3, LZ was able to win their duel versus Helic. So it's
Okay.
2-0
Tight score
there.
then.
And the match is tied, therefore. Nice. Really nice. Because even if Yellow doesn't use a monastery there, in the end, you quite likely will have at least a 6-point field there. This thread is still alive.
And Yellow just pre-builds the full evil hamster square, connecting their farmer in the process. Interestingly enough, Blue is not yet connected to the big field. Either of their farmers. And now Yellow doesn't also want to help Blue connect to the field.
Why should they?
Why should they? But does Blue need to connect to the field?
No, they don't. And
Exactly.
in some cases, they even don't want to, because if they would connect right now, they just lose their 6-point field. And this will be interesting. So
yeah,
will Blue now completely kill the city at the expense of 2 points?
nah, they'll just grab the open cap, I feel.
Yep. But we'll see.
We'll see.
They could even attack it.
They could attack
Which would be reckless.
It would be very reckless.
There's only one horse remaining. Yeah, I guess at this point in time, no.
This is not a move.
No.
It's a very chickeny move. Just no, don't. It's not even. It doesn't even prevent the meeple from joining the field if Yellow so wishes to. It can just go the other way. It's not.
Yep, and
This is
it allowed Yellow
unfortunate for Blue.
to snatch this city cap.
Oh,
And
Blue
now
goes in without any. Now this must feel terrible for Blue. It was a pure 8-point city.
Yep.
And now Blue is attacking the field. But he just helped Yellow get the meeple back.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I talked about earlier. It just doesn't feel like Blue will be able to win this one in the end. Just too many suboptimal moves.
They had the tools to do it. Maybe a bit of inexperience. I'm not very familiar with the Blue player.
Yeah, they are.
Pakshe.
I think they have around 1,000 games played on BGA, but at least they were, if I remember correctly, able to beat Shoot in their group encounter versus Japan. So can't be a slouch, but still. I mean, this year is actually nice because if you manage to connect, then you could add a second, third farmer and then take over the field, which might be their only chance to win this game.
It's just a shame because there were other feasible options.
Yep.
Which did not involve a big field fight. Plus, there is still the flip for the Roaded Monastery. There is still a very big hole in the map.
Yeah, so Pakshe. Oh.
Interesting, just dumps the town, didn't find any value, but they could have prevented the idea you had of grabbing a Dorito and then back in the field. But look, now yellow is connecting to the field to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Despite blue's efforts to do something.
Yeah.
I suppose blue should go all in blocking that now. I mean, if they want the field, they need to have the field, and if they allow a third farmer to join, they need to put two in to tie it. Not even to win it. So yeah.
Game over.
Pakshe joins. Yep,
Game
it feels that way now.
Yeah, what else is there? Okay, 10 points over here. Maybe there's a way
Still
to
the
take
road
over the city.
monastery.
Oh yeah, sure, of course.
Oh, and Pakshe just says, I don't need the road monastery points. I'll just get 6. And that's
Yep.
hard to do it. And they might be correct.
Yeah, but it's actually not out of reach.
Yeah, it is not. Because Bulls still preserve their 6-point field atop, so they don't need to join it.
What a move
That's
by
very
Pakshe.
precise. Very precise.
Wow. Just preventing blue from getting the monastery. No, it doesn't do anything about the monastery, but it prevents blue from getting a 6-point road. Or maybe even a 9-point road. I'm not really sure. Yeah. There's still a way to connect here?
Blue has 2 tiles. What are they doing? There's
the last.
I don't understand. There was a 9-point spot, and they decided to go for the 7-point spot. Also connecting the farmer to the field.
No, the farmer was already connected.
Yeah, but it was them who did it as well.
Yep. Just leave this where it is. Don't connect it. Although yellow got
True,
this
but
curve.
then it was less impactful because yellow got 3 points for the curve. They've merged for 6, but still it was yellow who. It was on yellow's end to merge the farm. It was not on blue's play to do so.
Yep, exactly. So bottom line is blue could have easily won this game, right?
There were decisions. There were different decisions to be made.
Yep.
Especially that draw the Dorito. I think that was wasting that tile was very, very bad.
Yeah. So it's 2-1 Thailand. Let's check if CT will be able to force a decider here. And if not, then it's Thailand to their first ever finals.
The game seems quite even. There are some ruins in places. That should be a ruin for yellow. At the bottom, there should be a ruin for blue. One monastery each. The fields. Well, there's a 9-point field for yellow, then a tied 12-point field for both, but yellow can easily merge everything.
Where is the second blue farmer?
Oh, nowhere. Yellow has 2 farmers. Blue only has 1, yeah.
Oh, but the field isn't connected.
Yeah. That was
okay.
That was
you were right. A 12-point tied field and right now a 9-point field for yellow. So even connecting doesn't really add that much.
It was not. Who takes a 3-point field? Maybe with some double monastery idea of connecting? I don't know.
Yeah, there's a monastery over here.
There is
Just
one.
need another one.
Yeah, there is still one roaded. No, there isn't.
No, the monasteries are gone, but maybe a vanilla or a vertical splitter. Is there the third one somewhere? I don't see it. Wrong.
Yeah, maybe they are. But I mean, a straight line just kills this idea.
Yep.
And you just wasted a 6-point monastery to make a 4-point monastery, and there were 2 straight lines even, so this really wasn't happening consistently. Now they attack to the outside of a curve.
I guess they didn't count very diligently because
Yeah, they're not that far behind. Maybe they just
only 3
assumed they were
points.
because of the city. They lost their ruin at the bottom, so he maybe saw it and then went like, oh no, I lost my ruin. I need to get some points somewhere, but
yeah. But if they don't attack, yellow of course connects the 2 fields for gain of 6 points. So from 21 to 12 to 15 to 0.
yeah.
So
Even
I guess
the monastery could have scored points with it. 6 points are 6 points, and they just got 4.
Is there
And
actually?
apparently they
Oh
were
yeah, here.
blocking tiles, so there was still a crossroads, so yellow could have just blocked your outside of the curve idea. Yellow actually doesn't join the fields, though. So is there a curve?
Must be, or at least was until this one
There
here.
was. Not a regular curve.
Curves are gone. Doritos are gone. Oh. Let's just wait.
We'll see.
No curve.
Then I don't really understand the idea.
Yeah, the idea was getting the
Weren't they
Dorito.
far behind, were they? With normal looking moves, they could have done 4 points.
Yeah.
And if yellow had in fact merged both fields, then yes, attacking was needed, but I just think we invested a lot of resources into trying attacks when I don't think they needed. They invested 2 meeples. Was a monastery in the suboptimal spot, and they were only 6 points short.
Yeah, and actually, if they had placed the monastery over here, they could have still connected to the field.
Oh, yeah, through this vertical splitter and the regular cat, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that must hurt a bit.
Yeah, only 6 points in the end. So fieldless with a 5-point road up top instead of a 0-point farmer could have been the way to go. And maybe with this cap just taking these 4 points in the end or 3 points somewhere. Well,
yeah.
Then it's in order to congratulate Thailand, I guess, because this already was their third sweep in this match, and it's only Gun versus Eugene playing for Hong Kong's honor, and nothing else, I guess. Our amusement, maybe. Yeah, which is actually very kind and gracious of them, because it allows Glovier and myself to take an extended break before covering the US National Carcassonne Championships, which will start in an hour, or they have started yesterday technically by playing a Swiss system preliminary round to figure out which 8 players will play the playoffs, and these will start in an hour. So after this game, duel, and match will end, we'll take a break, and then we'll see you a few minutes before the start of the quarterfinals of the US National Champions. It's on another stream, so just check the subscriptions, or I don't know, my YouTube homepage, whatever. I guess if you're interested, you'll find a way.
Yeah. It's not hidden away, it's easy to find.
Yeah, I guess. By the way, thank you for agreeing to take such a big chunk out of your day to ramble on with me here.
It's a pleasure. So the pleasure to be here.
That's great to hear. Pleasure is all mine, by the way. As I mentioned, I guess, a few times already, it's always nice to not talk to a screen and have nothing coming back.
I can see the advantages of having someone else here.
Yeah. Okay. What's this? Eugene actually quite likely winning this one, although
seemed that way. But yeah, has some monasteries which, yeah.
Another meeple.
Eugene has a 12-point field at the bottom, quite well defended, plus the 6-point field. Yellow has a 6-point field themselves at the top. They have an extra meeple. They have a city at bottom, which
in this case where I'm leading like a lot, I would invest these 3 points to secure the field by uniting them, I guess. Because if you lose the bottom field, or if yellow manages to tie this one, it will be a pretty close game. And if not, you are still ahead by 10, 11 points. And this could be enough.
Yeah. As blue, you definitely need to look out for yellow's options of tying the field.
Yellow city at the bottom is almost dead. There is no vanilla and no diagonal splitter remaining, but there is still one regular Dorito to put over here. And then there might be an option to close it. As you might have noticed, my extension showing the remaining tiles isn't working now. Not really sure why. Maybe I should test my setup before going live. Maybe I'll be able to fix it in our aforementioned break. We'll see. But is there any other way for yellow to win this game? I guess not. So
I think it's just the field. There are still 3 monasteries. Only 2 regular monasteries. So there is a 6-point spot at the bottom, but that doesn't allow stacking. Yellow has 2 meeples. They really can't get any meeple back. They have the monastery, but I doubt they'll be back. I think yellow needs to play the bottom city as a ruin. Yeah. and then
yeah,
plan
if
an
blue
attack on
draws
the field.
yeah, if blue draws the quick point tiles, I guess then
Yeah, that's harder, yeah.
it's
When you
not
drew it right away.
yeah, not a lot yellow can do about that.
So do they go for the field attack now? Maybe.
No. It doesn't even help them at -18. They have to score a few points. And then
But then how are you going to attack it?
I don't know, curve, field meeple, monastery, something like that. Or now with a straight, depends on pieces still in the deck. If there's anything well, yeah,
Okay,
now
it's one less city, but
only the one remaining Dorito to connect for 6 points.
But they're attacking the less valuable field. But post positions is very nice. If Blue gets the Dorito, they can expand the field and
they would have
they
already
even have,
connected on the bottom
yeah,
left.
that's true.
But I'm not really sure how many road rates plus cities are out there. Roses are gone. I think
There
I
is at
saw that
least one triple city with a road.
one was. Yeah,
And Doritos one? Still one Dorito?
yeah, but it's dead now because this is the last right-handed dagger.
Yeah, yellow spread themselves a bit too thin. I think they had to attack one of the fields. Not sure if they could afford to do both. Because even if they do, 12 points behind, that gives them 9, the other gives 6, that's 15, so Blue needs to score like 3 points with 9 tiles.
Yeah, I'm not even sure what Blue is thinking about. Maybe there aren't even that many tiles to connect, but there should still be straight
points
out there. Okay.
but yeah, you can block it. Block is probably okay, but
yeah, they are
playing
right.
it with fire.
I don't think it's fire. Yellow doesn't have any meeples in hand. You can just outscore them.
Yeah, we just count the points. Not really fire. Just yellow spread themselves too thin. I don't think they could afford to attack both fields if they, especially because they had to score some points first.
That's the last curve. Road monasteries are already gone, so this would be a total block as well. Conveniently enough, there are 3 curves here, 2 there, and others are noticeable as well. So it's game over. So Eugene will take this one from Gun, but it's only scoreboard cosmetics for Hong Kong, and they won't be able to defend their gold medal from last year. I hope I'm correct. I think so. And Thailand was able to avenge their finals loss of last year and will try, of course, to beat Japan in the finals next week, while Hong Kong quite likely will be the favorite versus Taiwan in the bronze medal match.
Congrats to Thailand for getting revenge for last year's finals result. Must feel slightly nice.
Although I guess with the prospect of playing Japan in the finals,
They are in the finals. That's very, very nice. That's very, very good. Lots of positive emotion there. That is Japan, so but they'll do their best.
Yeah,
Obviously.
and we'll see who will play for Japan. I mean, today Kitara wasn't in their lineup, for example. Not really sure why. So I think Thailand definitely has 3-4 players who are able to beat Japanese masters. So I would hope for a close game at least, and I wouldn't put it past them to beat Japan.
Absolutely not. All these teams are incredibly strong.
Okay, folks, one last refresh. And here we have it. Thailand beats Hong Kong. And earlier you've witnessed, or didn't, maybe Japan beating Taiwan 4-0, which leads to the mentioned final between Japan and Thailand and the bronze medal match between Hong Kong and Taiwan next week. For now, that's it. Glovia and I thank you for tuning in. We'll take a quick break, I'd say roughly 45 minutes, and then we'll be back, as mentioned, with the US National Carcassonne Championship playoffs. Here we go. Okay. Thanks, Glovia, for now. See you.
Thank you.
In
a bit.
Yeah, exactly. So bye, folks. Thanks.
Bye.